Hey guys, Viggoman here, and welcome back to another episode from Summerset. In the last episode, we built the wonderful castle of Summerset, which you can see in the background of some of these time-lapse shots. First of all, I just want to thank every single one of you for the amazing support. You guys were amazing with the comments, and it really seems like you guys enjoyed the previous video. So thank you so much for that, and I hope that you will enjoy today's one as well. If so, feel free to leave a comment with suggestions and ideas, and of course hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. For today's video, the main focus is building out the surrounding areas around the castle, meaning we do a lot of farmlands and fields and such, but also the houses for the people that are running the farms. So we're going to build a couple of small farmhouses which look super cute, and then of course these bigger fields, which just makes this entire landscape look so much more realistic. I also built further on to the lore that we created for the previous video, where there was initially a summer house here for one of the lords from Meria, and eventually this was given to one of the lords of Argus and then turned into the castle. So in today's video we're also building the ruins of the original summer house. I've also started planning another build I want to build here, but it's so big that I didn't want to include it in today's video, so that's going to be another separate video which is coming up after this one. I also want to remind you guys that feedback and ideas for the projects we're building, but future projects and all that sort of stuff, is really appreciated. So if you have ideas, leave comments, but also you can join my Discord where we have separate chats for all the different projects where you can share your ideas, because I really want all of you to take part in this and build this world together with me. Now let's move over to the showcase part where we take a look at what we built. I think we need to start up here with an overview of the area so we can just kind of appreciate how these farmlands just cling on to the landscape here. I think it looks wonderful, and it's just such a nice way of framing the builds and making it look realistic and built into the entire landscape. So here we can see all the different fields. We have a majority of wheat fields. We have an olive grove over there, and then we have some wine fields or vineyards, whatever you call them, for making wine, which is awesome. We also have some lavender here to bring some color into this place, and beans and other stuff here, just like small herbs and things. And it also goes to the back here. I went a little bit overboard, which looks awesome as well, and then kind of continued the paths a little bit, because eventually I want to build stuff over here and over here. I want to build stuff everywhere in this world here. In the last video I totally forgot to show you guys where Summerset is on the map, so let's open up the map here. So here we can see Summerset. It looks pretty awesome from above, especially now that we have all the fields surrounding it. I love this place. So if you scroll out here, you can see we're on one of these peninsulas in the Argus kingdom, which is kind of easy to see because of the brownish yellowish grass. We have a Darvasa castle over here, built up in the mountains. Here is something, you don't know what it is, but stay tuned for that. Osterham is over here in Galia. We have London right here, and then we have Krang over here, and I think that is all of the cities or villages we have built so far. So there you can see it's all the way down here in the south of this peninsula here. Such a nice location. One of you guys left a comment saying that we should build a moat around the castle, and absolutely you're right. I should have done that. It's a nice defense mechanism, especially for a castle built in a flat land like this. I hate you for it, because first of all I tried to make this deep ditch surrounding the entire castle. It looked horrible, so I had to go back and fix all of that, and then I went back in and made this shallow moat thing, and as you can see it's all built of layers. It took absolutely forever. I think it looks better. It's just so that it's harder for you to get like siege ramps and stuff to the wall, I guess. So it's just like a way of like a small ditch. And also it elevates the entrances here a little bit, as you can see, so we can have a drawbridge to get into the main gate. And as you can see, it wraps all the way around here. And then we have another drawbridge on the secondary gate. So it looks a lot better now, and I appreciate the feedback, but it was such a pain to build, and I know it probably should have been deeper, but I think it works, and this definitely looks a lot better than the deeper one. Trust me, I tried it. Moving over to one of the small, I guess you could call it almost like a hamlet. It's a small collection of houses here. On the left we have a farmhouse, and then on the right we actually have a small inn for some few travelers coming to this place here. So the farmhouse here is very small, very cozy. I love the style for this place. It has a nice pomegranate tree here standing in its yard, giving us some fresh, beautiful fruit. Nothing too fancy. Whoops, you're not supposed to be there. Here we have like a small family room, kitchen, dining area like that. We have some storage in between here, and then we have the bedroom in the back. We have a bigger bed for the parents, and then just like a mattress for all the kids to just stack on like that, and a sitting area and stuff. And from here you can actually get to the this extension. Here we have a pig. Hello, pig. You're so cute. And some storage for hay and tools and whatever. And there's also a little... you can get up on the top here. I didn't add anything here. That's typical of me, just forgetting small parts here and there, and never really fully completing anything. I need to go back and just add a little bit of storage up here. But yeah, some storage up in the attic there. And then we have the inn over here. The inn has a little stable outside for the visitors. They can put up their horse here, and then go to the inside of this place. When you first come in, we have the kitchen area. So this is where they prepare the food. So you can kind of see that it's very homey, very cozy. So you come in here, you can see the kitchen. Move through here, we have the storage area, like the pantry, and then you come into one of the coziest inns I've been to, or taverns. So it's a nice fireplace. You can sit here and chill and eat some food, have a drink and stuff. And then there's a ladder or staircase going up. There's more sitting areas up here. Would be a lovely atmosphere in here for the village people and travelers. And then in here there's a little bed or bedroom where you could just rent a bed. It's nothing too fancy, but there's 3 beds you could rent here. And I don't think a small place like Summerset would have more travelers than that. Then in the back here we actually have the innkeeper's house. So we have a little kitchen, separated kitchen, eating area. In here we have some beds for them. And you can take the ladder up. And here I actually added a storage area, so some chests and barrels and whatnot. Moving over to another house here, this is the Vineyard, where they harvest all the grapes from this field here and store them and make wine out of them. So on the right side here we have this small storage area where they age the wine, or where they ferment the wine. It's a diagonal building, so the door is a little weird, but it works. So you come in here and there's just barrels standing upright here because they're fermenting. And then eventually they will be taken to whatever they will be stored and aged and stuff. So that's that little building over there. Nothing too fancy. And then we have this building here, which is actually where they make the wine. So in the front here outside we have this big troughs where they, as you've probably seen in movies and stuff, they go up here, step on the grapes, or they maybe use other tools, who knows, to make the wine. And this here, this is what block? Ancient debris layer. That looks perfect. Honestly, I love that. So that's kind of what they make here. And then, yeah, little workshop area and outside here. And then next to that we have a shed or a storage area for all of this. This is where they store the tools and the yeast and spices and whatever they might add into the wine. Over here we have then the living quarters for the family. We have an oven, we have sitting areas and all that sort of stuff. And then we have the bedroom where we have some beds and, you know, storage. I love this little cabinet here. And then up above we have another storage area. Nothing too fancy. One thing I also love about this place is the cypresses next to the roads. It really tells the idea that this is supposed to be a Mediterranean area. Then moving over to the final house for today, which is this one over here, next to the olive grove. Made these custom olive trees, and as you saw in the time lapse, I just created a bunch of schematics and then copy pasted them into this place, which was really cool. And then we built this little house here. And again, very similar. We have the kitchen area in the front here, and actually we can go up here to a little storage area. Seating area and some storage in the back, and then the bedroom all the way in the back here like that. So very cozy house again. However, over here next to the olive grove and this house here, we have the ruins of the original summer house of Summerset. And as you can see, it's built all the way out here. It's such a beautiful location, but the weather here, especially in the winter times, is rough. It's really, really rough. You can see how the waves are tearing on the cliffs here, and it also even looks like some of the walls have kind of fallen down here because of that, the erosion of the cliffs. So they decided to actually move the castle and build a brand new castle over there, which is now the Castle of Summerset, and then this ruin here has just kind of been falling apart ever since. It's a beautiful ruin. It really tells the idea of a wonderful house. It's quite big, and yeah, it's built here on the cliff. Imagine the view from here. There's even like a yard in the front here. I think it works. And one thing I also did is I tried to tell a story that there's some visitors here. So around here we have like this old area, and some people are staying here. Maybe they're traveling, maybe they're escaping for some reason, but actually made a little home here, just like a temporary. The idea is they moved in this week, so they haven't been able to build it into their home, like adding walls and adding furniture in here. It's just like pull together some grass and leaves and sleeping on that, but it works for now. So I think this ruin works. What I really like are these arches built into the ruin as well, just telling ideas of where you had doors and windows and all that sort of stuff. Now you're probably interested and wondering what is the next episode going to be about, and it's all the way out here again on one of these peninsulas thingies. And the idea is I want to build a lighthouse. It's an important part here because, as we saw on the map, it's kind of where we go from open seas at Gelia, and then you can wrap into the bay here of Argus. So this lighthouse would be very useful for sailors and such. So I want to build a bigger lighthouse here, and I actually want to give the lighthouse keeper a manor. I want to build a beautiful manor house or some kind of building complex for him. So as you can see, I've been doing a little bit of planning here. We're going to have a pretty big lighthouse. It's going to have a couple of houses, and it's going to look pretty awesome. So if you have ideas and pictures and stuff for what I should check out, leave a comment or leave a picture in the Discord channel so I can look at that. But that's definitely, it's going to be a fun project, and it's going to be up for the next video from this place. And that, my friends, is gonna be it for today's video, where we have been building the farmlands and the buildings outside of the Castle of Summerset. I really do hope that you enjoyed. If so, make sure to smack that like button, and if you haven't done it already, make sure to subscribe. It's been Viggoman, and I'm out.